Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing great and had a wonderful start with Dr. EA for this course. My name is Muhammad Nozul Islam and I'm a TA of this class. And I'm aiming to make some videos for some practice questions. And I believe it will help you to take preparation for your exam. And you can just go back and forth the all the videos and see like how we can solve the problem step by step. All right, so this is our very first video of this course, and I really appreciate if you can send me your feedback, like if you want to uh, know like how I can add value in these videos. All right, so today our topic is economic value added. You have already heard the term from your instructor. I'm just going through how we can solve the problem. Okay, so we have the formula here for economic value added. Yeah, as you know that it means like when a firm has earned a profit after deducting all the cost, including cost of capital. So this is basically a residual income. So the formula is the income earned and the income required. So the difference between these two will be our economic value added, right? Okay, so the income earned, we can expand it by after tax interest. Like we know that for interest, we have tax advantages. So if we are given in tax rate, we have to adjust that. So that's how we get after tax interest, and we uh, add net income with that. And the income required is like for our total capital, it should be like cost of debt. It is the capital include the debt and equity, and the cost of capital is the rate, which can be like equivalent to weighted average cost of capital. Anyway, so to get a simplified formula, what we can do, we can multiply capital in numerator and denominator, and then we can get the exact formula here. You can see the return on capital, and then we subtract the cost of capital and it multiply with the capital. All right, so let's solve this problem, EVA problem for Kruger. So in the question, you are given interest 603. Why not we just solve it together? Let's do it together. Okay. So the interest rate, let's write it interest 63, and the net income 1512, net income 1512, and the tax rate is 21%, so just write 0.1. So the question is Kruger's after tax interest plus net income is what? Like we have like interest, right? So we can easily calculate after tax interest. How? Like we have to um so our interest is this one, and we have tax advantage, so one minus our tax rate, and thus we just a second. So our this is our interest rate, and then we multiply our tax advantage here, and thus we get our after tax interest rate, and our net income is 1512. So our after tax interest is 476. So we just click on this and we add net income. We have our net income, right? Thus we got the value for after tax interest plus our net income, right? So this is the answer for our first question. Now next move to income required by Kruger's investor. So we already see that for the income required is the capital multiplied by cost of capital. So our average cost of capital is 5.5% here. So we can write cost of capital. It's 0.055, right? 5.5%. We can write it in that way. And our total debt, so our debt value 12,072, and our equity 7,835. Thus, our capital should be the summation of these two, right? So we can just add these two value to get our capital. Now the required amount should be the percentage of this capital, and we multiply it with the our rate. So this should be the answer for our the required amount by Kruger's investors. So far so good. All right. So we have to just see the formulas and we just plug the values there to get our expected answers. Okay, so how we can calculate EVA now, right? Let's calculate EVA. So we know the formula for EVA. We need after tax interest. If you go back to the slides where we have EVA, you see the return on capital and cost of capital multiplied by capital. So we have return on capital, right? We have after tax interest and net income, and we have capital. So we can easily uh, get the return on capital. Let's find the return on capital first. So we can get the value from here, or we can just use this formula, right? So our after tax interest and plus net income, we have that value, this one, right? So we just click this one and then we divide it by the capital, and our capital is summation of debt and equity. Uh, sorry. Okay, so this is the uh, first part of our formula, right? So this is basically our return on capital, right? So this should be return on capital. So how did we get that? So we have after tax interest plus net income over capital, and thus we get return on capital. And we have cost of capital, we have capital. Now we can easily get the value for EVA. So remember the formula, return on capital. So we have return on capital and we subtract cost of capital. So here is our cost of capital. Let's put the first parenthesis and then we have to multiply with the capital. And thus we got the value for EPA. You see? So the only thing here, you have to be very careful. Just see the formulas and you have to know how you can come up with the values to make the formula works. Okay, so I think it helps you a lot. If you have any question, feel free to reach me. My email ID is isl15228. I would be happy to answer your concern. All right, thank you.